What you mean? Yeah, but like, that's I think what makes it special, right?
Mm-hmm.
That they love Ayrton, then they love racing. I think Ayrton was special. Of course, I never knew him or anything, but when you hear the stories about him and things like that, then you knew he was a very special person.
Mm-hmm.
For someone to have the influence on a whole country, I think is quite unique.
Have you seen like the video of his funeral?
No, maybe I've seen the documentary
it's
and
unbelievable. Yeah, there's a Senna documentary.
Like the whole country was
stopped. Like
my dad went to the funeral as well. He didn't know him at all
for a week. Yeah, you drove one of his car, right?
Yes, I drove the Suzuka. I think it's championship winning car, or the one that he crashed into Prost. Yeah,
you drove it in Goodwood.
In Goodwood.
How was it?
It's incredible. Like the difference now of Formula One car now versus then is completely different. It doesn't even feel like Formula One. I mean, it's H pattern, but like the cockpits are tiny.
No,
like now there's a lot of
shoulders off,
but
right?
You're like, you can do this.
Yeah, exactly.
you can spread out, and like now you're strapped in, you can't move.
Someone's overtaking, you
can hit them out of the way, move the wing mirror. It's a completely different feeling. It's a lot more like raw. Like suspension wasn't that good and everything, so you feel every bump. No power steering, H pattern, like it's a different challenge. I would say. It's hard to know if I can just say it's easier or harder or whatever. I don't think that's a question I can answer, but it's just a completely different type of Formula One car, a different challenge. Now I say that mentally there's a lot more going on with all the buttons and switches and being on top of all of that. Then you didn't have all of it, but you had more things to focus on from a driver perspective of controls. So, but I was so scared. I hate driving other people's cars, just because it's not my thing. And so I was like, I'm so nervous to drive it,
like to damage it,
and to do anything, especially in Goodwood when people are watching. I'm like, don't mess
Whole
it up.
world's
Don't mess it up.
Did you sign it or no?
No, I wish. I still want to go onto a track.
Yeah.
And just let it go, and just go flat out and feel what it's like.
This car you drove was already paddle shifts, or was it
H?
Oh my!
H pattern,
so
completely different.
Like, I think so. Right foot braking and heel and toe, and like I mean,
right
did
foot braking
Janetta and stuff, huh?
Right foot braking.
Isn't it right foot brake
or left foot brake?
No, you right foot brake and then clutch. No.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah. It's how do you say punta taco?
Yeah, like
heel and toe.
Heel and toe. Yeah.
So that's a different.
How are those cars kept? Are they at the McLaren headquarters?
Some. Then they have like the historic department, which look after all of them. The main ones, I think, all still kept by McLaren, which is incredible. When you see like.
Yeah, I saw
the history of it all. Yeah. You see from...
There's an old video of, I think it's Jensen, Button, and Alonso, like they're like exploring. It's a McLaren video. They're exploring the place, and then they take out the Senna.
All the covers. And, it's just on the side somewhere. You'd be like, oh, which one's this? And it's just another championship car. Or it's like, wow, this is... Like, that's, I think, one of the very special things about McLaren is the history of it.
For sure.
And the people who have been there and won things and done things with McLaren. It makes it pretty cool to be.
What happens if you if you crash one of those cars? Like they build not you, but like if someone crashes it, like they build again like the parts that they're needed, or
you're gonna charge you something for sure.
Yeah,
not this. Like if they need to do like something that they don't have anymore, because I imagine they have.
I would have thought so. I don't actually know. I would have thought so that they could. They still have a lot of spare parts. Like they have warehouses of just spare bits for every single car.
You didn't want to ask because if they said they had spare parts, you would full send it.
Yeah. But now I know some of them I'm sure there's a lot less. Some there's a lot. It depends what year of the regulations and things it was. But I will never crash it, so I won't find out.
Yeah.